And now it's time for our letter of the week. This week's letter comes from Bevan Taylor of Crowsdale, who writes, "Dear Myles, Muslims are building a school 2 blocks from my house. Now, I'm not a racist, but..." Well, Bevan, having read your letter, you are a racist. But your xenophobia has made me curious about one thing. Just how does a racist cope in today's modern PC world? As a dedicated anthropologist, discriminating against one because of their race didn't come naturally to me. The first thing I noticed was how, right or wrong,
get up, you whinging pop!
There seemed to be an acceptable level of prejudice when it came to certain nationalities, particularly in the sporting arena.
Yeah, get up and tackle the darkie.
What'd you say?
In the game of acceptable racism, I'd stumbled out of bounds.
Yes.
I quickly found that being overtly racist was a cumbersome burden.
Just the boats and everything in the background?
Yeah, and if you can get that little headland in there, that'd be good.
You're American. This camera's Japanese.
Huh?
I don't like them either. Sorry.
But while it was easy to hate American tourists, unveiling my narrow-minded beliefs to existing acquaintances was a far trickier proposition.
No, I'm going to be buying my papers from down at the service station from now on, I'm afraid.
Service station?
Yes. Listen, Vince. Why don't you go back to where you came from?
Chatswood? Nah, Chatswood's boring.
No, not Chatswood, I mean originally.
I was born in Chatswood.
Well, your parents.
Well, Dad's was born in Tempe and Mum's in Stratford.
China then?
Why? I'm not Chinese.
Well, just Asia. Just go back to Asia.
I don't know anyone there. All of my family's here.
Do you have to know anyone? I mean, you're all... Look, I'm sorry. It's just that I'm a racist now. Which means that you and I, we can't really be friends anymore.
Vince had every right to be annoyed. My racism was turning convenience stores into inconvenience stores. And it didn't stop there. Simply getting around town became a frustrating game of Russian
Go on the
roulette.
Orient Express, please. I want a cab.
Oh, no thanks.
Thank goodness. The city police?
Yeah, sweet, that's right.
Forget it. I'll walk.
As did quiet Sunday afternoons at the pictures.
It's a fine example of documentary journalism.
Excuse me.
It's honest,
Sorry.
instinctive.
Hello. I'm from Cinema 2.
Yeah.
There's currently a black man on screen.
Right.
Well, it's just that I'm a racist, and I don't really like seeing films with other nationalities. I mean, there's nothing in the poster to indicate.
No,
Could I get a refund then?
Thank you, Sarah. That's lovely.
Okay, time for Daddy's present, Harry.
Not even the children were spared from my insidious discrimination.
It looks disgusting. That's the worst present ever.
It's an antique.
It's offensive. That's what it is.
What? Encourages saving?
It does not, Myles. Take it away, please.
It's actually very expensive.
Take it home with you then.
Apart from the salesman I bought my white Australian car from, racism had no winners.
Ava, in the car. Oh, no, we can't give Polly a lift
Where's
today.
Polly?
I know,
She
but
comes with me every day.
Polly, you're going to have to call your parents today, okay? I'm sorry.
But she doesn't have a phone.
Well, she can run home. They're very good at that sort of thing. Hurry up, please. Seatbelt on.
Sorry, Polly.
Though I yearned for the Peking duck of freedom, my xenophobic taste buds had long since imprisoned me in a white bread cell of inconvenience. I needed to face facts. I was living in a multicultural minefield. Surrounded. Trapped. My racism simply didn't belong in this exotic city. An all-affluent, all-Anglo suburb was far more suited to a racist such as myself.
So, Myles, you want to join the Mossman community group?
Very much so, yes.
What do you feel that you could offer the group?
Well, I love the area, and I'd like to focus on maintaining the status quo, particularly in the race sector.
race sector.
Yes, I've noticed a real influx of Asians into the northern Sydney area, and even some Lebanese in and around Cremorne. Obviously, during the day, one or two can come in for the cleaning jobs and
I'm
the gardeners.
sorry, Miles. I don't think we've got a role for you here.
You haven't even read my proposal yet, the white Mossman policy.
We
and
don't
if you do,
need to because you're clearly racist.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, are you saying I can't join because I'm a racist?
Yes, we are.
I felt betrayed by my fellow white supremacists,
But this is Mossman.
who'd obviously been beaten into submission by political correctness.
So the thinly veiled variety is acceptable, is it?
But while finding friends was next to impossible, one thing I could always find
Hey, mate.
was trouble.
Who's that bum stick you meant to be aimed at?
Well, if it's ringing a bell for you, then...
Oh. It's not even correct, you little prick.
Look, all I'm saying is that we grew here, you flew here.
Can you tell me your name, sir?
Even in the face of compassion, I clung doggedly to my dogma.
Don't touch me, Kaimacha.
Ironically, it was I who wished I could munch curry. Being overtly racist had become a lonely, solitary existence. As the rains of sadness fell, I was even forced to abandon my umbrella, which was made in China. Lost and alone, I was struggling to weather the storm. Thankfully, there was one day of the year that my racism would be at least tolerated, if not celebrated. Australia Day.
It's Australia Day. Where's your flag? Kiss the flag.
With the help of national pride and some alcohol, patriotism easily morphs into a fervent racism. Hopes that my overt racism would be welcomed as a refreshing change were buried alive under a hate slide of resentment sludge. And like a rat who's found his way out and into Mrs. Mickford's pantry to nose through her preserves, I was quickly hunted into a storm drain of regret, rancid with the intolerance I doggedly clung to as orange peels of inconvenience and feces of frustration floated by. All in all, my upfront racial fanaticism was a waste of time and effort, particularly as many seemed desensitised by my puerile ramblings in the first place. So Bevan, I suggest you keep your racism under wraps. Though I doubt you'll be able to, as that's what you people are like. Half a star. Coming up next week, spare tyres, melancholy bus drivers, and I buy alcohol for a minor.
What is Judge? Enjoy.
All that and more next time on Review.